Hello everybody and welcome back to the personal statement series. In today's video I'm going to tell you what we need to include in a good introduction for a medical school personal statement. I'm going to tell you what the point of an introduction is, followed by key things you should avoid doing in an introduction, and lastly I'm going to give you 3 or 4 really critical rules to follow to help you write a very professional and concise personal statement introduction. Now, if you haven't yet watched the other videos in this series, then I'll put them in the description down below. Also, go check out my other videos about life at Cambridge, but also my other medical school admissions, UCAT and BMAT tips videos. First and foremost, what is the point of an introduction? It sets the tone of your personal statement, whilst also highlighting your reasons for wanting to study medicine. It makes clear your main motivations to pursue a career in medicine. The introduction isn't an opportunity for you to start boasting that your parents are doctors and your whole family are doctors, or that since the age of 2 or 3 you've wanted to be a doctor. Come on, let's be frank. When we were 2 or 3, we were thinking about when we're going to get our next meal or when we can go and play outside, not wanting to be a doctor. And linked to that are 3 other things that you should avoid. Number 1, using quotations in the introduction. Come on guys, that's going to be cheesier than a Swiss fondue. Number 2, using graphic family experiences. I understand that it may be motivating to talk about some, serious family incident that happened that's related to medicine, but I think it's a bit too personal and may come across as unprofessional. Lastly, it's starting with a rhetorical question. Come on guys, I'm pretty sure the admissions tutors get asked enough questions throughout the year, so the last thing they need is an extra question from you at the beginning of your personal statement. So as original as you want to be, avoid those things like the plague. So now here is my advice to write a professional introduction. The opening line, I think you could mention some sort of work experience example, whether it was seeing a patient or some sort of observation that you made during a team meeting. Then comes the main body, which should consist of your top 3 reasons for wanting to study medicine. Now, it's really important that you don't explicitly say these reasons, listing them out. It's important you paraphrase these to make it flow a bit more and sound much more natural. Lastly, your closing line for the introduction should make sure to link to the work experience paragraph that comes next, highlighting how it was your work experience that consolidated your desire to become a doctor. Now, using this introduction framework, it's practically impossible to write a rubbish introduction. Trust me on that. Now, why is this plan that I've given you so good? Well, following the steps that I've given you, it'll be a concise introduction. It clearly highlights your reasons for wanting to be a doctor. It makes clear that your decision was very well informed by work experience, which you then link on obviously afterwards in the next paragraph. And lastly, it includes a patient example or hospital observation, which is pretty impressive also. And just to bring the message home, I tried to make my personal statement stand out using things like quotations or using elaborate reasons for wanting to study medicine instead of getting to the point. And when getting feedback from top admissions tutors and even directors of studies at big colleges at Cambridge, they simply said, no Sen, just keep it simple, and ultimately suggested the sort of structure that I've given you now. Now, to conclude this video, you're probably thinking, well, everyone's going to follow Sen's plan, and so this plan is going to be inherently cliche and it's going to be overused so much. But come on guys, it's not like I get 1 million views per video, and even just 200 of you use this structure for the introduction out of 19,000 total applicants for medicine, then come on, only 200 of you are going to have fantastic introductions. So this introduction is going to be very concise, follow my points, think about it carefully, and hopefully you will get a very concise and well-written and professional introduction that sets the scene very well, outlining why you want to be a doctor. Get writing guys, good luck, and look out for the next video coming out on Monday that goes through the work experience paragraph, where I'll give you a framework to write your work experience reflections, whilst also giving some example points that you could write down to reflect well on the experiences that you've had. So good luck guys, have a good weekend, and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.